bet you'd look good in that. Why don't I buy it for you?
As if my dad would ever let me wear a dress like that.
Well, Daddy doesn't need to know everything you do, does he?
Not everything.
Good. A buddy of mine is having a party. Why don't we go check it out? I heard you like to party.
Let me see if I can ditch my friend.
I wanted to slay the fatted cow for you, but Joe said you wanted to slip in under the radar.
Joe's right.
Well, good luck. This is Milford, remember? You get mice, it's news.
Lucky I keep a clean kitchen.
Are you planning to moonlight as a biology teacher, are you?
Well, that's a thought.
Well, I hope you learn to make coffee at that fancy crime school.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, you don't have to drink it to make it, Lisa.
You do in this outfit. And it's Detective Monroe until she says otherwise.
Oh, all right.
I don't remember him being so brutish when we were kids.
Ah, he's old school. I think all this makes him a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, you mean threatening?
Old school guys don't get threatened. They get even.
Well, I was under the impression that I was here to drag this outfit into the 21st century.
Right? Drag away. So is it against policy in Detroit to hug a fellow detective?
Yeah. But we're not in Detroit.
It's good to have you back. You look, older.
Thanks.
Better. Older and better. I mean, you look better than when you left for college.
Well, 12 years will do that to you.
So, everything's okay here, aside from Kling?
Just like home. Is there something you want to tell me?
This is lousy timing. But Jake Mitchell was paroled 2 weeks ago. I thought you should know.
That was bound to happen.
So I thought maybe we could get some dinner tonight. Talk about the 2 changes that have happened in Milford over the last 12 years.
I promised to make a grocery run for my grandma. Now that I'm back, she has a family again.
It's fine. Tell her I said hi.
I will.
Okay.
She's not much of a cook. If you could wait till 9, I could go for some Chinese takeout. Hello, Grandma. Are you home? Grandma Lou? I hope you don't mind if I don't join you. I'm having a late dinner with Joe O'Connor.
I like Joe. He always asked about you every time I saw him. How do you think he found you in Detroit? Let's have a little drink to celebrate your reunion.
Grandma, diabetics aren't supposed to drink alcohol.
Oh, now you just relax. I know how to regulate my insulin. I've been doing it for the better part of 40 years. Remember Gammy's words to live by. Go to your grave with no regrets.
You're a real trip, Grandma.
Speaking of trips, I saw that green car again at the donut shop yesterday. It's been following me.
What do you mean following you?
What do you think I mean? I see it everywhere I go. Now, I want you to check him out for me.
All right. You give me the number and I'll run his plates.
Can you believe this? I don't remember where I put it.
Well, when you find it, you let me know. Grandma, you know they paroled Jake Mitchell? He's living in Milford again.
How they can let a man like that out of prison is just beyond me.
It doesn't make much sense to me either, and I'm a cop.
Oh, Jenny was such a sweet girl. I remember that day like it happened this morning. I was driving home from bingo. Hey, Jenny, are you okay?
What happened? I don't know.
Joe! Let me give you a ride home.
It's okay. My lucky day.
I thought she'd be all right. I thought he was there to help her. Oh, the poor little girl. Little Jenny.
There's no way you could have known what would happen, Grandma. There's no way any of us could have known.
Sorry. Guess I'm early.
Hope there's shrimp in there.
I'm a man of my word. What kind of cop would I be to show up without shrimp?
So when I graduated college, I took the first job I was offered as a criminologist. I never intended to stay in Detroit as long as I did. But when you grow up in Milford, Detroit feels like it's halfway across the world.
I know what you mean. Take the bus. Feels longer than that.
No way. You took the bus from Milford? Are you nuts?
I told you we were on a small budget. Don't get me started on the motel.
So, why'd you come looking for me? Why not find someone closer?
2 reasons. I couldn't think of anyone that was closer to Milford than you were.
What's the second reason?
Nobody else in town likes shrimp Szechuan with garlic sauce.
Somebody that you know and love won't forget to take their medicine. That's very important. I'm sorry, but my grandma...
Oh, dear.
Thanks for everything.
You're welcome. See you tomorrow, Lieutenant O'Connor.
Good night, Detective Monroe.
Hello, Grandma Lou. Hello? Grandma? Can you hear me? Answer the phone. Grandma, wake up. This is Detective Monroe. I need an ambulance. 1120 Clifton Avenue. A woman, 70s, unconscious. Please hurry. There's no pulse.
What do we got, Stu?
It looks pretty straightforward. There's no sign of a break-in. Doesn't look like a robbery. Only forced entry was your new detective.
Cause of death?
Because of her age, the paramedic thinks it was a heart attack or insulin shock from the diabetes.
Oh, boy.
Hey, careful, Joe. Detective Monroe doesn't want anything disturbed.
Lisa, I'm really sorry. I know how special Louise was to you.
She was so excited about my coming home.
Look, you don't have to do this. Why don't you go home and let us handle it?
No, I'm okay, Joe. Really. I need to do this. She kept a secret, hidden key under a gnome in the garden. I saw it there earlier today, but when I rushed over here, it was gone.
Well, maybe she moved it.
It's been there since we were kids, Joe. I think someone found it and broke in. The location of the body doesn't feel right. I checked her redial. She called me from upstairs. She doesn't say a word, and then walks downstairs at night and decides to sit and read the paper.
What's the problem with that?
Well, to start with, where's her cane? Well, she needs it to get around. How'd she get downstairs?
Maybe she slid down the banister, I don't know.
Maybe you'd like to write this off as old woman dies so you can get back to bed.
Maybe I would.
You know, this is Lisa's family, Stu.
That's right. It's her family. Maybe she should go home and mourn. Spend a little time to be more objective.
Are you saying I can't do my job?
No, I'm saying that your grandmother heard a noise. She got spooked. She called you. Then she decided to check it out for herself, so she came downstairs and waited for you to show up.
Reading the paper in the dark.
Unless you can come up with somebody who has a motive to break in here undetected, kill her showing no signs of a struggle, and then slip away empty-handed, yes.
I think I know my grandmother a little better than you do.
Okay. Take it outside.
Please don't say maybe he's right.
He's a good cop. But it's your call on this one.
My grandmother thought there was a man following her the last few days in a green car. Maybe he staked out the house, found the key. She wrote down his license plate number, but misplaced it.
Okay. We'll make everyone aware that we're looking for a possible license plate number before they go through the house. I'll wait for the coroner's report on cause of death, and in the meantime, I'll get Stu on the green car and any other break-ins in the area. And, you can handle this.
Thanks, Joe. Has to be Subject, Louise Dexter, age 70. Cause of death, undetermined, pending autopsy report. Crime scene reveals no sign of struggle, no forced entry, nothing stolen. Maybe Kling's right.
It's the coroner's initial report. Pretty straightforward.
Heart attack brought on by insulin shock.
You're not surprised?
The empty insulin vial pretty much assured that.
Call it a night.
Two fresh needle marks?
Look, if you ask me, it's a complete waste of time. I mean, you're chasing after a green car that probably doesn't even exist.
It's the only lead we've got right now, so we go with it.
The coroner says it was a heart attack.
I know what the coroner says, Sue, but this is Lisa's investigation. I expect you to give her your full cooperation.
Victim was in bed giving herself an injection of insulin. Intruder enters using the key from under the garden gnome. Victim makes a phone call. Intruder enters bedroom.
Hello? Grandma? Can you hear me?
He gives you a second shot. And he carries you downstairs. And he sits you on the couch.
You here?
I'm upstairs.
You're not gonna believe it. Kling got a hit on the car. From the paper boy. Said he's seen an old model green car cruising around here for weeks.
The paper. He killed her in the bedroom with a second shot of insulin, put her on the couch, and left this as a message.
What kind of message? One of the articles?
Maybe. Wait a minute, look at the date.
December 2nd, 1989.
It's 15 years old.
What happened on December 2nd? We need a calendar from 1989.
No, we don't. That's the day Jake Mitchell killed Jenny Rand. It's been my experience to look for the obvious first, and the obvious has to be Jake Mitchell.
Your experience.
Yes, Sergeant, my experience. I worked on over 50 homicides while I was with the Detroit Police Department.
I see. And your experience tells you that killers like Jake Mitchell like to leave little clues around so you can go get them.
Okay, that's not constructive. Let's please stick to the investigation.
You mean witch hunt?
Have you read the transcripts of the trial? He threatens everyone who testified against him, including Louise Dexter.
I don't need to read them. I was there, remember? I testified against that scumbag who'd been the first in line to throw the switch and cook him.
Can we calm down? Okay, the only thing that we've established is that Jake Mitchell is a suspect. Stu, do you have a problem with that?
No problem. He ought to be.
Good. So we can all agree on something. So why don't you get his parole record and let's get his address and see if he drives a green car. Who else testified?
Besides my grandmother, a mall security guard named Vinnie DeCampo, Sergeant Kling, and me.
You want me to run down to Campo?
You take Mitchell. I'm gonna give DeCampo to Lisa.
Fine.
I don't understand him. You think he was related to Mitchell the way he blew up?
It's not Mitchell. Okay, no one hates him more than Stu does. He's just concerned that you're gonna follow your heart and not the evidence.
I'm a cop first, Joe. I know how to follow the evidence. Mr. DeCampo?
Mr. DeCampo was a good father who never made it to the 21st century. Call me Vinny.
Vinny. Lisa Monroe, Milford Police Department. Looks like you're headed on safari.
Deer hunting. First light every Friday, come hell or high water.
Isn't it a little cold to be hunting?
There are ways to keep warm. Now, what can I do for you, Lisa? I don't guess you're here to talk about hunting.
You worked at the mall the day Jenny Rand was murdered.
That's right. I was head of security there for 20 years. What would happen to her?
According to court transcripts, you talked to her that day.
Yes, I did. What's this about?
Jake Mitchell was released on parole last month. He's back in Milford, under suspicion for the murder of Louise Dexter.
Your grandmother. I just read about it. I'm sorry.
Thank you. She testified against him, and
You think he might come after me?
just want to cover our bases.
She told me he was following her. She wasn't scared of him, but I got the feeling he made her uneasy.
Hey, Sheriff, what's up?
I got a complaint you were bothering a young lady.
You mean Jenny? She's joking with you, man. She does this to me all the time. The girl's a freak.
Didn't sound like a joke to me.
It never does. She's a drama queen, man. Look at her. She looks scared, do you?
Yes.
She's over there laughing with her friend how she hung me out to dry.
She doesn't look too upset.
That's the way it is with girls like Jenny. They know they look good, and they know how to use it.
I shouldn't have the cops pick him up, but he was so convincing. If I had him taken in, and he was telling the truth, I would have lost credibility, maybe even my job.
Yeah.
If I made the right call, she'd still be alive.
do I get the rich, lonely widow with the built-in hot tub?
Hey, how you doing there, old-timer? Name's Sergeant Kling with the Milford Police.
I'd like to talk to you about Jake Mitchell. I understand he rents a room from you?
This shed over there.
Oh, seems like a nice place. Is he around? I'd like to talk to him.
Nope.
So what kind of tenant is he?
Pays his rent.
No kidding, huh? Well, it seems like you two got one hell of an arrangement out here. I'm happy for you. So, you see him around much at night?
Wouldn't know. Don't look.
Do you know where he is now?
Nope.
Do you know what kind of car he drives?
Nope.
Do you know what color it is? Right. Stupid question. Okay, Mr. Watts. Thanks for your time. You've been a big help.
Fill it up, please.
Lisa?
Benny? I don't believe it.
You look great.
Oh,
When'd you get back into town?
just a few days ago.
No, the real question is, what the hell are you doing back here?
I'm working for the Milford Police.
I see you're one of the good guys now, huh? I better watch what I say.
What about you? Weren't you headed to California? Baseball scholarship?
Yeah, I got there. Didn't work out. Hey, you're the one who should have got the scholarship, huh? You had a cannon for an arm. Best picture Milford High. Boy or girl?
Thanks. I had a great catcher.
Jenny.
You think about her much?
How do you not think about Jenny? I always figured we'd get married, you know? I'd pitch for the Dodgers and she'd become a movie star. That's stupid, huh?
No. It isn't stupid, Benny.
He came in here, you know? When he got out of jail. He was looking for a job, can you believe that?
You remember what he was driving? What color it was?
Some piece of crap. I don't know, I was looking at him.
Did he recognize you?
Stared straight ahead. Didn't look at me once while I pumped his gas. Just one match, and boom. He would have been gone forever.
Maybe you shouldn't talk that way in front of a cop.
Yeah, maybe. But thinking about murder's not a crime yet, is it? When I went to that trial every day, staring at him, thinking about ways to kill him. Where the trial was going, I knew he was gonna walk. That punk DA didn't make a deal. I would have made sure there was justice for Jenny.
Well, there was justice, Benny. He went to jail.
Some justice. He is out. And Jenny's just a bunch of memories. Huh? Some pictures in a yearbook. Didn't have to be that way. That cop who pulled over Mitchell's van should have known that she didn't want to be there with him.
Kling.
Yeah, well, he's got no problem asking me every time he sees me. Speeding, jaywalking.
Hello?
Louise's house was clean. No fingerprints.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
It's $20. I mean, hey, can you believe the price of gas these days?
Maybe we could have lunch. Talk about the good times, huh?
I'd like that.
It's good to see you again, Benny. Benny was on the list to testify, but the DA made a deal before he got the chance.
How's he doing?
He's bitter. I mean, he makes no secret of his hatred toward Mitchell. But I think he blames whatever failures he's had in his life on the loss of Jenny.
Well, he did take it pretty hard.
He even blames Kling for what happened. He thinks he should have known that she was in trouble and done something.
Well, that's a raw subject. Only Kling knows what he saw that night, but I know that if he saw anything remotely suspicious, he would have pulled Mitchell out of the van.
Joe, I think I need to talk to Jenny's parents. Let them know that Mitchell's been paroled. I took a look at Mitchell's file, and Mr. Rand attended the first few parole hearings, but not the last two.
Well, it'll be a pretty emotional reunion for all of you. You sure you're up for it?
I won't know that till I get there.
Oh, I'm not interrupting anything important, am I?
What do you got, Stu?
Vinny DeCampo's gone missing. A couple of his hunting buddies found his truck abandoned near the marsh.
Well, he only went hunting this morning. Maybe he's tracking something. Isn't that what hunters do?
You ever do any hunting, Detective Monroe?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Well, then you should know that hunters adhere to a very strict routine. They don't go wandering off, especially this time of year.
Did you call his wife?
Not yet. I'm gonna go down and meet these guys who found Vinny's truck.
Well, I would like to take a look at it first. For evidence.
That's a good idea. Let's err on the side of caution until we have a chat with Mitchell. And Stu, I'm sure you'd enjoy some company on this one.
You know, we're on the same team here. I would like to try and find a way to act like it.
Sure. Just stay out of my way. So your normal routine would be to meet DeCampo over here by his truck, then take off hunting in that direction over there.
Okay, guys. Stu will take your statements. Thanks, Lon. Well, his buddies never saw him. They meet here every Friday. DeCampo gets here about 30 minutes before them and sets up base.
Rifle's still wrapped, cab door's open, backpack's on his seat. The disturbing thing is, there's no effort to make it look like it wasn't an abduction.
What do you think happened?
My guess is someone was waiting for him, probably knew his schedule. Approach from this direction. There's no sign of struggle, no blood. It's hard to be certain the snow's been trampled. The integrity of this entire area has been compromised by his buddies.
Well, there's nothing we can do about that.
Some interrogation over there.
All right, fellas, hang loose for a few minutes.
Hey, they're not guilty of anything. Mitchell's our guy, remember?
Those guys are nuts. I wouldn't go hunting with them on a bet.
I wasn't done with that.
Bit early, isn't it?
That's evidence, Sergeant. For all we know, the killer's prints could have been on it.
Do you really think the killer stopped what he's doing to drink half a beer, Detective Monroe?
This is a crime scene. Is it too much to ask you to respect it?
What are you talking about?
No, it's not. If you're done taking statements, can you go to DeCampo's wife and see if she's heard from him? We'll handle this.
Oh, for what it's worth, Detective Monroe. I'd call Jack Borsch in Rutledge and get his dogs out here before it starts snowing again.
Who's Jack Borsch?
He's got the best bloodhounds in the state. I think that's Stu's way of saying he thinks the body could be close by.
I hate the way he says my name.
Guys, spread out. We got a lot of ground to cover.
Have we heard from Vinny DeCampo?
Nothing yet.
What about the dogs?
Jack will be here first thing in the morning. Are you home?
I'm sitting in front of Jenny's house trying to find the courage to knock on the door.
I'd be happy to join you if you want the support.
You're a sweet man, Joe. How come no one ever married you?
Still waiting for the right girl. You there?
Yeah. I better go. I'll see you at the funeral tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Through by myself.
That was a nice service.
Yeah, Grandma Lou would have liked it. She was so excited about us finally getting to spend some real time together. I didn't get to see her much while I was in Detroit. I should have come back sooner.
I remember when I called her to find out how to get in touch with you in Detroit. And I was kind of nervous about asking you to come work with us because I thought you'd think it was a step back. She laughed at me as if she knew something I didn't and said, "Go to your grave with no regrets, Joe."
I have been to the cemetery too many times in my life, Joe. My parents, my grandparents, Jenny. There's no one left.
I'm here for you if you need me. What is it?
Jenny's dead because of me. We went to the mall together that day with plans to have lunch after we were done shopping. Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this. Joe O'Connor just asked me to the prom.
No way!
Yes. And he wants me to hang out with him and get something to eat.
What'd you say?
Well, I told him I was here with you. Would you think I was like a complete jerk if I let him take me home?
Are you crazy? You'd be a complete jerk not to. too. And I want details.
If I'd have gone home with her, she'd still be alive today.
You can't know that. Her car still would have broken down. Mitchell could have killed you both. Look at me. What happened to Jenny wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. It was a random act of violence. And if you ruin your life trying to figure out why it happened, Jenny will never forgive you. It's clean. Yep. They found Vinny DeCampo's body. And it wasn't a suicide.
Let's get him up here fast, fellas.
I'm hoping we can avoid the I told you so's on this.
That's up to Sergeant Kling.
Dogs found him an hour ago. Looks like he was assaulted at his truck and dragged over here on a toboggan. And hung. Off the bridge, execution style. His hands were tied behind his back.
Now we know what we're up against.
Look at this.
What do you make of it?
A mall security badge.
Pride. Some guys just can't let go of their glory days.
He carried the same stigma as the rest of us involved with Jenny's death.
Now, what stigma is that?
Guilt.
So, what do you make of it, Detective Monroe?
Well, it's a new hat. Strange place to wear a badge. And he wasn't wearing either of them when we talked. I think the killer left it for us.
Sick bastard.
Unless there's an objection, I'm calling in an APB on Jake Mitchell. Wanted for questioning for the murders of Louise Dexter and Vinny DeCampo.
You know what makes a good cop?
What?
Instinct.
Evidence doesn't hurt.
Evidence makes a good lawyer. Instinct tells a cop when the evidence is real or manipulated.
What did your instincts tell you about Jenny Rand?
Well, I knew Mitchell was trouble. Is there a problem here?
No, no problem at all. We're just, you know, talking.
Your parents know you're here?
Yeah? We weren't doing anything.
I knew she was lying. She was scared. Most good kids are when they're caught parking. Take it somewhere else. Later on that night, her dad phones her in as missing. I went right back to where I first found them. I knew right then what she was really scared of.
You couldn't have known what Mitchell was planning.
The evidence told me to leave him alone. I should have listened to my instincts. I've never made that mistake again.
You and I aren't as different as you think, Sergeant. Mrs. Rand, hi. Lisa Monroe, Jenny's friend.
Lisa. How are you? Is Jenny with you?
Jenny's dead, Helen. Remember?
That's right. I forget sometimes.
Why don't you go finish your puzzle?
Yeah. All right. That's a good idea.
It was hard the first few years. We thought about moving. Probably would have. Except for Helen. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's.
But my hearing's just fine.
Yes. Yes, it is. Sometimes she's just fine. Remembers everything. Other times,
I'm so sorry.
you know, I've always believed it was Jenny's death that pushed her over the edge. She adored her so.
Everybody loved Jenny. I remember our prom. We hung her portrait above the entrance as a way of making her part of the night. The entire class laid their carnations and corsages below it. And we cried, told stories about her. Everyone loved Jenny.
I never heard that before. Thank you for sharing it with me. It's so good to see you after all these years. You know, I thought you left Milford for good.
So did I.
I'm glad you're back. And I'm certainly glad you came to see us.
I love catching up with you, Mr. Rand. But you know, I'm with the Milford police now.
Good for you, Lisa.
I hope you don't mind my asking, but why did you stop going to Jake Mitchell's parole hearings?
Years go by. There's less and less to say. They weren't going to keep him in prison forever.
Did you know he's out? Living in Milford?
No, I didn't. Why?
Oh, there's been some trouble. What appears to be a pair of killings, and we're looking to question him.
Doesn't surprise me. I can't change a leopard's spots. You remember this?
Oh, yeah. Best cookies I ever ate came out of that jar.
Help yourself.
Do you know how much I love coming over here with Jenny?
Well, you are always welcome here, Lisa.
Where were you Tuesday night, 9 to midnight?
Sleeping.
Anyone to verify that?
I'm not that popular.
How about Friday morning?
I went to work like a good parolee.
Your crew chief says you didn't punch in until 10.
I overslept.
9 to 9? It's an awful lot of sleeping, isn't it?
Is sleeping a crime now?
Give me a minute alone with him, Joe.
Not interested. I like girls.
Why, you son of a... Come here, get up here. I know all about you.
Hey, hit me! I'd love to see you back in
You
back
love
off,
me,
Mitchell!
Brad.
Back off! Take it outside. Take it outside now.
You got that whole good cop, bad cop thing down pretty good.
Let's get one thing straight. I don't like you. One bit. Now, do you want a lawyer to continue?
What for? I'm smarter than some idiot from legal aid.
Did you know Louise Dexter?
I remember a lot of people from my trial. I had a good seat.
Someone killed her Tuesday night. This was found on her lap. It's a paper from the day you murdered Jenny Rand.
Are you charging me with something?
How's it going in there?
There's only one way to deal with a punk like that, and it's not talking.
We're the good guys, Sergeant. We play by the rules.
I watched that maggot sit at his trial. Cocky, arrogant. His lawyer was attacking Jenny's credibility, trying to make her out to be some kind of a trap. So, DA gets scared, offers him a deal. Mitchell is standing there with blood on his hands. They still go from murder 1 to manslaughter. And you tell me about the rules, Detective Monroe?
Call me Lisa.
What the hell's going on, Joe?
We don't have enough to hold him, and he knows it.
What are you talking about? He doesn't have an alibi for either murder.
And we have no motives, no witnesses, no physical evidence. You think I like letting him walk out of here? It's time to drop the Neanderthal Act and start putting together a case that'll mean something in court.
We'll get him.
Sit over there. I'm curious. You get any other suspects for those murders? I didn't think so. I didn't kill those people.
Well, if you're innocent, then you have nothing to worry about.
Do I look stupid to you? People in this town hate me as much as I hate them. They'd love to get me back up on murder charges again so they could finish the job.
Are you saying you're being set up?
You're damn right I am. I got lucky at my trial. The truth started coming out, and they had to cut me a deal.
The truth is, you killed Jenny Rand.
I never denied what happened that night. And I never lied about it either. I stopped to help Jenny. I was on my way back to the shop when I saw her. Her car stalled, but it wasn't something I could fix out there.
Come on.
Jenny wanted to come with me. And she was in no hurry to go home.
Is there a problem here?
No problem at all. We were just, talking.
Your parents know you're here?
Sure. I never lie to my parents.
All right. Well, you make sure you get her home safe.
I always do.
Do you expect me to believe that? She had a boyfriend who loved her.
But he didn't have that dark side she found so exciting. I did.
Then why did you kill her?
It was an accident. We were having a good time. She was totally into it. And then, I think my hand got caught in her shirt or something. And it tore.
What are you doing?
It was an accident, but she lost it.
Tell them that you raped me.
She started screaming at me. I struggled back to defend myself. She said she was going to teach me a lesson until the cops are raped her. I sent me in jail. I just wanted to keep her in the van and stop her from going to the cops. She was screaming so loud, I grabbed her mouth, her neck.
Shut up! Shut up!
And she was dead.
Why did you run? Why not turn yourself in and tell the truth?
I knew no one would believe me. I was right. I did my time. I just want to be left alone and know someone's setting me up.
Why should I believe you? What kind of proof do you have that Jenny wanted to go with you?
Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
How did you know that?
She loved it. That was her favorite play. Hoping for a confession?
You didn't say anything that would...
You cops are all the same. Too busy lying to trust anybody.
Helen's finally asleep. She needs her rest. The medication is... Jenny always said they rode your arm to the championship that year. Now, what were we talking about?
Benny Thomason.
Oh, that's right. Jenny's boyfriend. Good kid. How is he?
He still has a lot of resentment.
Yeah. He took her death as hard as we did. I remember he carried a gun around in his car through the whole trial, always talking about revenge. Finally went to a psychiatrist to help get over his grief.
Did you think he might use the gun?
Well, I was worried he might. Oh, it was a long time ago.
Well, I get off about 6. Why'd you say we grab a burger and beer?
I can't. I'm here on business.
Thanks. It sounds ominous.
What were you doing Tuesday night?
Well, the same thing I do every Tuesday. Shooting pool at Sammy's.
Is anybody with you?
Well, he usually is. Why do you ask?
That's the night my grandmother was killed, Benny. I just want to make sure you have an alibi.
I hope you're kidding.
I wish I was. Someone might be trying to set up Mitchell for her death and DeCampos.
Well, I wouldn't go to all that trouble. I'd just kill him myself.
You see, that's the kind of talk that can get you into trouble, Benny.
What about Mitchell? You forget he threatened every one of us in that courtroom the day he was sentenced?
No, I didn't forget. I'm just trying to do my job. There's no hard evidence to link Mitchell to either murder. So I'm just examining all the possibilities.
Not a possibility.
everyone who'd like to see Mitchell dead is a possibility at this point.
Does that include you? Fletcher's garage. Yeah, I know where it is. About 15 minutes. That was the police. They want me to tow Jake Mitchell's car.
Lisa, up here. Just give us a call if you hear anything, okay?
I was with Benny when you called. What's going on?
Mitchell got into an argument with one of his co-workers. He assaulted him with a hammer. The guy's gonna be okay, but by the time we got here, Mitchell was gone. His car's out back. It was pinned in by a truck, so he couldn't use it.
Is it green?
Grayish, maybe in the right light. His boss sent the crew home, gave us the okay to look at the tools Mitchell uses, so maybe we'll get lucky.
Side, remember?
See anyone up here?
No. I just came up from the back in case we missed anything. You want to put the gun down?
I almost took my head off.
What are you talking about?
That bag of cement. It barely missed me.
What do you mean, bag of... What bag of cement?
If I didn't look up in time, you'd be scraping me out of that mess.
It's a hell of an accident.
Is that the stuff from Mitchell's toolbox?
These are interesting. I'll check them against my grandma's lock. And these. Used for painting and sanding plaster.
It's not quite a smoking gun, but every little bit helps.
Joe Mitchell came to my house last night to talk. He claims he's being set up.
Really? What a surprise.
Oh no, the surprise is I think I believe him.
What happened to following the evidence?
Well, that's what I'm doing. I can make a stronger case that the evidence we have is planted.
And how do you explain the new assault charges against him?
The same way. Someone who would take a hammer to a coworker doesn't fit the profile of a killer elaborately planting clues.
Does this theory have any suspects?
I wouldn't say suspects, but there are two people with enough of a deep-seated hatred toward Mitchell to kill. Benny and Kling. I know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking you can tell Kling he's on your short list. He's staking out Mitchell's place.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thought you might be hungry.
Where'd you think that?
Instincts.
You're good.
The weather is way too brutal for a stakeout. You could sit here all night and not have him show.
Oh, he'll show. I'm not gonna run without a change of underwear.
What makes you think he hasn't run already? He knows how bad you want him.
Does he?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I have too much respect for the integrity you show as a cop. I think that Jenny wanted to be in that van with Mitchell that night. I think you saw that and buried the truth.
Truth? Only Jenny Rand knows the truth of what happened in that van.
Why'd you lie?
I couldn't go on the stand and say that Jenny was comfortable with Mitchell. I mean, it would have made his case. She was 16 years old. He duped her. She didn't see what I saw in his eyes.
So he was telling the truth.
Look, the truth is, he killed that girl with his bare hands. That's the truth. Did she want that?
No.
Doesn't matter now. If he ever goes back to jail, he's never getting out again.
What do you mean, if?
There he is. You call for backup.
No, I'm coming with you.
I said, call for backup.
Detective Monroe with Sergeant Kling requesting backup.
Got every cop in the state looking for him. Why don't you take the day off?
A club and the rope that was used on DeCampo. A key that I have no doubt fits my grandma's door, all laid out nice and neat for us to find. Doesn't it bother you?
No. What bothers me is a dead friend. Stu was a good cop that taught me to take the evidence any way it comes to me. You saw Mitchell walk in there. You heard the shots.
From across the street at night, it could have been anyone in a leather jacket.
Could it have been Mitchell?
Yeah.
I don't know why you're fighting this, Lisa. Follow the evidence. It's right in front of you.
Why keep all this? Why be so efficient at the crime scene and so sloppy with the evidence at home? All this does is indict him.
Look, who knows why a guy like Mitchell does anything? Ask his shrink.
I think I will. His left hand. That's what Kling was trying to tell me. His killer was left-handed. Thank you for seeing me on such short notice, Dr. Ralston.
I hope I can help. You do understand there are some things I can't talk about because of confidentiality issues.
Absolutely. All the victims of the 3 murders testified against Mitchell at his trial.
You testified also, didn't you?
Yes, I did. You examined Mitchell before the trial. What was your impression of him?
I found him to be intelligent, significantly above average. He had the beginnings of a persecution complex, difficulties forming emotional attachments, angry and potentially violent.
Violent enough to plot a series of revenge murders?
Given his paranoia for the people of Milford, it's reasonable to assume he's also capable of killing with malice.
You treated Benny Thomason after Jenny's death?
Yes, I did. He was grief-stricken. He cared for her deeply and felt, rationally, that he should have been there to save her.
He told me he thought the officer who stopped Mitchell that night should have known what he was planning.
When he left therapy, he still had unresolved issues.
What kind of unresolved issues?
I'm not comfortable talking about the specifics of our sessions.
If you could just tell me who he was angry at, it might end up saving someone's life.
He did mention Officer Kling, the mall security guard, and you.
Me? I never saw that.
That's how repression works. He also had a tremendous rage toward Fred Rand. At times, it bordered on delusional to the point where he blamed Jenny's death on her father as much as Mitchell.
Do you think that Benny is capable of acting out on his repressed rage and killing 15 years later?
Let me say this. If a person becomes obsessed with the idea of revenge, 15 years of repressed rage could certainly trigger them into action.
O'Connor?
It's me. I talked to Benny's psychiatrist. You need to get to Letch's garage right away and pick up Benny. I think he's our guy.
Are you meeting me there?
No, I need to talk to Fred Rand. If I'm not too late. Joe, see if you can get Benny to talk about Rand. Push his buttons. See what happens.
All right, I'm on it. You blame Kling for Jenny's death. Did you know he was murdered last night?
It's no secret. I didn't like Kling. He busted my hump every chance he could get, but I didn't kill him.
Where were you last night?
You're the cop. You tell me.
How do you feel about Jenny seeing Jake Mitchell?
She was seeing me, not him.
That's not what I heard.
You heard lies!
Put the hammer down.
Mr. Rand? Mr. Rand, are you home?
How do you feel about Fred Rand?
I can't stand him. He's a fraud. I mean, he comes off like he's Mr. Rogers, but I know who he really is.
Who is he, Benny?
Jenny would have never gotten in that van if she had a father who cared about her. He's the one that killed her. He's the one that deserves to die.
Moran? Are you in there?
We've been waiting for you, Lisa.
You killed them all.
I extracted justice.
That's not justice, it's cold-blooded murder.
What's the death penalty? Justice or murder? A life for a life.
Jake Mitchell killed Jenny, not...
They all killed Jenny. They all had a chance to stop that monster from killing my baby girl. And they all chose to turn their backs on her. Including you.
I didn't know what would happen. None of us did.
You abandoned her. You sent her off alone to be murdered while you flirted and paraded yourself around that mall trying to pick up boys.
I was Jenny's best friend. I would have done anything to help her.
Oh, I know what you did. Nothing. Soundly. I keep a spare key under the garden gnome, just like Gamilo.
How could you kill her?
Patience. I had 15 years to watch them and learn their schedules while I waited for Mitchell to get out of jail. I knew when he wouldn't have an alibi. And then you came home. Like a gift from heaven, like Jenny was watching and guiding things so I could give her complete justice.
Jenny was about love, not hate. What you've done would disgust her.
When my little girl died, my life ended. It destroyed Helen. Look at her now. Do you know what the one day she relives over and over is? She sits there, waiting for Jenny to come home, wondering what she picked up on her shopping trip. And then she remembers. Helen loses Jenny every day. Like it just happened. Every day for 15 years. And so do I.
Well, I lose her too. I have lived every day of my life since that night, wondering what would have happened if I'd gone with her. Whether
she'd be alive or whether Mitchell would have killed us both. But I didn't kill her. He did. I loved Jenny like she was my own sister. Look at us. Do you think she's looking down at us right now? Wanting to see you shoot me?
She's looking down. I know she is. I want you to put her picture down, Lisa, please. So I can finish what I started. Jake Mitchell came here to kill me, but you arrived just in time and saved me. It was a gunfight. Mitchell shot you with this. His fingerprints are all over it. But you managed to shoot and kill him before you died. Oh, it was very heroic. I tried to call for help, but Mitchell had ripped out the phone line. I watched the life drain out of your eyes. Slowly, tragically, helplessly. Just like my Jenny. Now put down her picture.
I had the wrong guy.
We all did. We found Jenny's old green Chevy behind the garage, covered.
I can't believe I didn't remember she had a green car.
A long time ago. Then he remembered he used to work on it for her. He blamed Fred Rand for a car breaking down that night. Said he was too cheap to have it serviced.
I guess there was enough guilt to go around for all of us.
Is that the softball you nailed Fred with?
Championship season. He said she was watching us. That she was the reason I came home. Guiding things so that justice could be done. It's weird, but when I saw that ball, I thought the same thing. It was like I could hear her saying, "Give him the heat, Lise." I didn't think, I just grabbed it and threw it.
Well, justice was done. So, maybe she was watching.
Oh, I miss you, Jen.
How do you think she'd feel if I asked you out on a real date? I mean, if she's watching. What do you think she'd say?
I think she'd say, you'd be a complete jerk not to.
I always liked Jenny.
She always liked you.